What's going on, people? This is Jonah Pipney back with another sports reaction. And after the Bears dismantled the Houston Texans, now they set their sights on their divisional opponents, the Minnesota Vikings. And we all know that the Bears are seeking revenge after losing 4 weeks ago, 19-13 against the Vikings when Nick Foles got injured. That allowed Mitchell Trubisky to step back in and have the success that he is currently having right now in the last 3 games. And this is a must win for the Chicago Bears. They have to win out, and hopefully one of the teams that is ahead of them lose. Now, based on the last 3 games of the offense being able to put up 30 plus points and plus the resurgence from the defense, I'm thinking that this game possibly can turn into a blowout, but I would not be surprised if the offense come back to earth just a little bit and it'd be a tight one a little bit down the stretch, but the Bears still come out with a victory and wind up winning 24-17 or 24-14, but the game was a lot closer than that. But I'm just going to do an offensive and defensive breakdown and just let you know what the Bears basically have to do in order to stop that Vikings offense and also to stop the also to score on that Vikings defense. And the first breakdown is to get David Montgomery the football as much as possible. Not only rushing the football, but also having him run routes and catch the football either as out of the backfield or lining him up as a wide receiver. Because David Montgomery is really that good. He has good enough hands to be out there as a receiver. And because he is a running back, he can punish those defenders and get those extra yards. And breakdown number 2 is the offensive line protection and run blocking ability. They definitely gonna have to continue that trend of protecting Mitch Trubisky and also being explosive in the run game, getting to the second level and blocking out linebackers and allowing your running back, whether it's Cordero Patterson or David Montgomery, allow them to be a one-on-one with that safety or cornerback. And then either they're going to break free or they're going to break that tackle and then they're going to run for a long gain anyway. That's what we saw with David Montgomery breaking that 80-yard run with Houston Texans, but only ending up with 11 carries the entire game. Now, if they chose to run the football a lot more, they could have slowed the game down even more, ran even more clock, and been even more efficient. And then, of course, Mitchell Trubisky wouldn't have to throw the football as much. But still, the Bears win the football game because they already put up 30 points in the first half anyway. And leading into breakdown number 3 is to pass the ball to every available skilled player that is on the field and make it very difficult for that Vikings offense to be able to defend one player. Everyone knows that you're going to try to get the ball to Allen Robinson. But what made the Bears passing game so effective last week was the fact that Mitchell Trubisky was able to spread the ball not just to Allen Robinson, but every skilled player that was available on the field. Now that formula right there is success for any team in the NFL. The Chiefs do it very well. But when the Texans did have DeAndre Hopkins, they was able to spread the ball to everyone very well, and so on and so forth for every team. So basically, Mitchell Trubisky just have to give them a lethal dose of passing the ball to everyone and just keep spreading it around, making it difficult for them to key on one player, and then just like you usually do, right then and there, that's what to leave those huge gaps open for him to find Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson able to break a tackle and be able to stream downfield for a long reception. And now breakdown number 4 and the final one for the offense is for Mitchell Trubisky not to try to play hero ball anytime in the game and not make those boneheaded mistakes that we do see from time to time that he still makes even from his rookie season. Now, don't get me wrong. Mitchell Trubisky has improved drastically over the past few seasons, but he still at times try to force it when he doesn't have to, just trying to play hero ball, try to fit it in the tightest windows. And if the Bears offense can do those four simple things, the Bears will continue to put up 30 plus points, and they definitely will put up 30 plus points against this Vikings defense, who is a part of the bottom 10 of the NFL. And now moving on to the defensive breakdown for our Chicago Bears. Breakdown number one is very simple, and the Bears have been continuing to do it the entire time, and that is shut down running back Dalvin Cook. Shut him down, continue to have him look like a mediocre stepchild. That's basically what the Bears have to continue to do. Make him look mediocre. He is one of the best running backs in the league. Point blank, period. I cannot deny that he is one of the best running backs in the league. But the Bears have Dalvin Cook's number, and they're going to continue to have his number in this game. And with that, now we move on to breakdown number two. And breakdown number two is also a very simple one for the Bears, and that is get pressure on Kirk Cousins. In the last game, the Bears really did not get a lot of pressure on Kirk Cousins. He had a lot of time to be able to look downfield and feed his rookie wide receiver Jefferson, and also hit Adam Thielen and also a few other receivers down the field and gash the Bears defense down the field. So they definitely going to have to get pressure. And it cannot just be Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks. We don't even know if we're going to have Mario Edwards Jr. because he was involved in some type of domestic dispute yesterday. I seen it on the local news. I seen just a small piece of it. By the time I was able to hit the mute button so I can hear exactly what was going on, the story was over. So if anyone knows anything else about what's going on with Mario Edwards Jr., just let me know. But back to the breakdown. Robert Quinn, I don't know what the hell going on with him. I don't know if it's just that he got paid and he just lazy right now or what. But right now he is looking like one of the worst signings in free agency since Albert Haynesworth. That's my personal feeling, the way he is performing right now. At least when Albert Haynesworth, when he wanted to try, he can be disruptive as hell. But it's like even when Robert Quinn try, you constantly see him on his ass get knocked down. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Hopefully he able to get it together and make some plays in this game against that Vikings offense. And if he can't get it together, then it'd be best they'll just have Mingo start and be the primary pass rusher and have them switch out, because Robert Quinn have not really been effective since really his first game playing of the season. And after he got that sack, strip fumble after that, he's got a few pass rushers here and there. But basically, Leonard Floyd, the year before that in 2019, had way more pressures than him. And I just don't know what the hell is going on, because Robert Quinn at one point had, 14 plus sacks in the season, multiple seasons. So I don't know what the hell is going on with him. So hopefully, like I said before, he can get it together. But after that note, we transition over now to breakdown number three. And this breakdown involved the safeties and corners. In the last game, the Bears' corners and safeties was gashed deep more than a few times by rookies and players that I never heard of. The rookie Jalen Johnson gave up 2 touchdowns, one to Adam Thielen, which it really wasn't his fault on that one. That was just a beautiful throw by Cousins, and he put it in a spot where only the receiver can get it. But the next one after that against Cal Rudolph he is a big body, but I feel like he probably could have defended that a little bit better. But basically what I'm saying is the Bears corners and safeties have to protect the back nine a lot better, and they have to protect the middle of the field, because it seems like for the past few seasons the Bears defense have been giving up a lot of plays up the middle. That middle always seems to be open for tight ends or receivers streaming across the middle running deep end routes. So if Coach Chuck Pagano can call the right plays at the right time that can be able to cover up the middle and still be able to get pressure on Kirk Cousins, then the Bears defense will definitely be in the right position to make the right plays at the right time. And with that, now we transition now over to the final defensive breakdown for the Bears for them to have success against this Vikings offense, and that is effective aggressiveness and causing turnovers. Now, last week against the Texans, Coach Chuck Pagano called an excellent game plan against the Texans, which caused a lot of sacks and caused multiple turnovers in the game. Now, you already have the special players. Now, Coach Chuck Pagano just have to make sure he called the right plays at the right time and put them in the best position to make those type of plays. And because they do have the talent, they will make those plays. Now, I've been waiting a while, but I do have a very good feeling that Jalen Johnson finally going to get his first NFL interception of the season. And he might potentially run it back for a touchdown, but I think that is very not going to happen. But I do have a feeling that he is going to get his first NFL interception of the season in this game. And now on to my prediction. Like I said before, I'm predicting the Bears to be able to possibly put up 30-plus points. But I'm just going to taper off just a little bit, and I'm going to say that the Bears put up 27 points in this game, and the defense plays a lot better and also be able to put a lot of pressure on Kirk Cousins and be able to still shut down Dalvin Cook and basically just dominate, basically like they did against the Texans, and win this game 27-14. But all right, people, this is Jonah Pipney back with another sports reaction. Once again, talking about our Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings in a Week 15 matchup. All right, people, peace out.